ultimate team, and I'm your host.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today,
Disappoint. So sit back
my name is Tom Brady. My name is Tom Brady. Today we're gonna play ultimate team on Madden. My team is a 75 really old, but that's still good to me. I will see y'all in the end of the video. Peace.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and off we go from Soldier Field. This will be fielded inside the 5. It's Young on first down. Drops this one off to McCoy underneath. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Chicago! LaShawn McCoy, 75 yards. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm going to let me use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Throwing Jones. Touchdown! A great play there. Taking it in. And the Patriots respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. Here's White. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Here's Steve Young. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll try and run it with White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. a shot right. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. He sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyreek Hill, 66 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to get going again. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
The second down throw for Steve Young, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Young to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing, Young. Over the middle, complete. That's Phillips. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Young. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Amari Cooper, 35 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
York now for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones, they set up the screen to Bo. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. And great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Jones. It's Jackson again on the reception. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Now Jones, a final shot before break. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there. Well, the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
The quick feed by Jackson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run on first down with Jackson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyreek Hill. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So that, Charles, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From the 6. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was it 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
On 2nd and 7, Jones, right side caught by Jackson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll try the right side here with Bo. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Pats are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. The York on now for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And Young's throw there incomplete. The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. The third down throw incomplete by Steve Young. It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with a big back Jackson. And he's got some space here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fielded right around the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chicago offense set to get started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them. trying to keep them from locking down a game.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. York now for the extra point. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. That's going to be caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by York is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Patriots ready to get the football back. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A big play there for New England, and even 60 yards. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his left, and this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll try and sneak it. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover.
And this is caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by York is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Tyreek Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's what really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
On 1st and 10, Jones. He's got a man complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an outside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Young. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here is Young. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Fourth down, Young. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots.
Guys, that was a game, man. It's the most scoring game I ever had, but